basically, I'm the chair of the BTA, which is Bacton Tower Action. We're a group of local residents that reacted very badly to the latest proposal for the site, which is just up there. So before that, there was another proposal, which was reasonable. It was an increase in density. There was a private element, but there was also a renewal of the social housing homes, which basically the condition of some of the housing in Camden is very poor. So originally this was in 2016. I think that original proposal was made. The community really supported that. We didn't object, but when we saw this latest proposal, it is an extreme density of housing. So basically, it's a tower cluster that's going to be built on a site which is less than a hectare. So we got involved in that campaign and realized how the process works, how planning works, how the lack of planning works in Camden, and how the developer leads the designs, and Camden agree to it. And I couldn't help but feel in the end that there's so much financial benefit for Camden Council. They solve their issues of not maintaining their properties. They get some social housing on the side. It doesn't really increase the number of social homes that we have in the area. We end up with a load of private homes, which by their very nature, because the height of the buildings is so high that they're not suitable for families anyway. And these homes are generally 1 and 2 bedroom. So it's not meeting the real needs of Camden. And so our fundamental objections are around the fact that these are inappropriate developments that don't meet the needs of the community and ignores the impact on our community. So in our area, we have council blocks actually being knocked down to allow this process to happen. And we feel it's fundamentally unfair to our area. And so then we started looking at other developments, West Kentish Town, the potential development on Wendling, and then, which is next door to Bacton. These were closer. But then we started looking further afield on what's happening in Kentish Town. And we can see the same patterns where a developer sees profit in a site, and to achieve that profit, they stack unit after unit, studio unit after studio unit, or flat over flat. And it's so easy for them just to add a few more floors to a tower block and increase the profit revenue. And the problem is that this housing, the private side, is not affordable for us ordinary folk, that there potentially are going to be investment properties. 1 minute, I didn't realize I had spoken for so long. So we have a fundamental problem with the nature of the housing. We have a major problem with the way consultation happens. And I think somebody mentioned that it's not consultation, it's presentation. These are fixed plans that we weren't privy to because they happened behind closed doors. And then we're talked to and basically try to be tricked, the Trojan horse metaphor was very good, into accepting this. But I think anybody with common sense, I'm not an architect, but I've lived in London all my life, just looks at these plans, and when they're acceptable, that's fine, and when they're not, we have to stand against them. I'll finish there.